Match number 34 of the Tata IPL 2025, and once again back at the iconic Chinnaswamy Stadium. I have Arijit with me. Arijit, welcome to the show. Two teams coming from a very, very comprehensive victory, I must tell you. We talk about both the games. It was Rajasthan Royals versus the Royal Challengers Bangalore at the Sawai Mansingh Stadium. It's a day game where RCB completely thrashed the Royals. But on the other hand, day before yesterday, what a match was it at Mulanpur, I must tell you. Did you even think about it? Because I understand the more focus of our conversation will be that game. But straight away you can start from Jaipur and then move on to Mulanpur.
Yeah, definitely. It was, I think, one heck of a game. I think, like once in a lifetime IPL game that we got to see, slow scoring thriller. And I have to say that these slow scoring thrillers are way, way better than those higher than those run pace.
100%.
At 250 plus 500 run score total. Yeah, I didn't see Kolkata Knight Riders winning this game. I mean, yeah, Shreyas Iyer. I know that they would not give up easily, but again, to see that kind of batting lineup, of Kolkata Knight Riders, uh, it was shameful actually for KKRs actually. But again, it's a game of cricket. It's a funny game. Anything can happen, and we have seen it in the past as well. So yeah, moving on. Let's see what we have in hand in RCB versus Punjab Kings encounter.
Absolutely. And in the other game, Battle of Royals versus Royals, the way Phil Salt once again batted the power play, I must tell you, he just goes bonkers inside the power play, takes the game away from the opponents. But you said about the game at Mulanpur, can you somehow say that was it the batsman giving up wickets, gifting wickets to the opponents, or did you give a little bit of credit to the Punjab Kings bowlers, just like KKR bowlers too?
Well, I think Yuzvendra Chahal bowled brilliantly, especially Yuzvendra Chahal bowled brilliantly in the middle of his face. The way he varied his pace was brilliant. But again, like if we look at the halfway through the innings, the KKR's innings, they just lost two wickets, right? And Ajinkya Rahane and Angrish Raghavanshi were playing really well. So you can clearly see that the KKR low middle order was exposed against quality spin. And when Yuzvendra Chahal was in premium form, he just came back in form. And I think the wicket was a little bit gripping as well for the spinners, and it
Correct.
was getting a little bit of turn as well. So yeah, and we know Andre Russell, Ramandeep Singh, someone like them are not a huge, good batters against spin. If you talk about Ramandeep, he's a striker as well. He has the lowest against right arm leg spin. He's got over 180 against right and left arm pace. He's got over 130 against left arm orthodox as well. But when it comes to the wrist spinners, it's a little witty. I was actually checking yeah, after yesterday's game. So yeah, that is one thing I'd like to point out. So I think that
That's a
is
big
one
concern. And
gray
were you,
area. Yeah.
being a KKR fan, were you even thinking of when nine down, Russell was on strike with 4 overs left in the game? Did you even think that possibly there is a chance because Russell plays in sixes? If he bats till the end, he can have 3, 4 good deliveries and get the game over the line. I think that's the difference between modern day generation players and somebody like a Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, that is very rightly pointed. That is the difference between Russell and, I mean, modern day cricketers, Vinicius and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Because what Dhoni does is tries to take it till the deep and build the pressure
Absolutely.
on the opposition. But in the case of Russell, he just wanted to hurry and just make sure that he takes the team past the finishing line. Obviously, when Russell was batting, there was a little bit of glimmer of hope because he is Andre Russell. He is Dre Russ. We've seen magic happen off his willow plenty of times in IPL history, especially against RCB. But this time it wasn't RCB,
At
but it was
Chinnaswamy.
another color, another color very much close to red. So yeah, but it didn't happen. And credits to Shreyas Iyer and his boys for playing fantastic brand of cricket.
100% credit where it's due, and you were saying credit to the Shreyas Iyer and his players for defending such a low score, lowest total defended in IPL history. I must tell you. Focusing into RCB versus PBKS, let's take a look at the head-to-head between these two teams in terms of numbers. Hat-trick of wins so far for the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, but their record at home has not been great. And Arjit, can there be some belief in the Punjab Kings think tank that they can defeat RCB at Chinnaswamy before playing the reverse fixture pretty soon?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because this Punjab Kings side is a stellar side if you look at it, and bouncing back in the last game actually. Before that, we all remember that SRH versus Punjab Kings game where Punjab actually failed to defend a 240 plus total against SRH, and all courtesy of Abhishek Sharma and his carnage. How they bounce back, that'll instill a lot of confidence into the environment, into the whole side. So definitely, I think without an iota of doubt, they'll be oozing out in confidence, and it should be a good tussle between Bengaluru and Punjab.
Absolutely. Expecting a high scoring game. We've been saying this in the last two games, but has not produced that high scoring like Bengaluru does. But now two games have already played at that venue, so the wicket will a little bit get better for batting is what I expect. Let's take a look into the pitch report of the Chinnaswamy Stadium. 97 matches have been played at this venue. 41 times the team batting first have been victorious compared to 52 times team chasing. We all know Chinnaswamy is known for chasing underground. If you can look out of your window, can you give me a little bit of weather reports as well, Arijit?
Yeah, talk about Bengaluru weather. It's really unpredictable Bengaluru weather. But what I personally feel is that it's going to be clear, out of rain. Rain shouldn't be hampering this contest. So yeah, if there's only one rain that we can see, that can be raining sixes. Plenty of cricketers. Shreyas Iyer loves hitting sixes. Priyan Sharia, Nehal Vadera. The other side, Phil Salt, Virat Kohli, Tim David, Liam Livingston. So plenty of six hitters. Might see some raining sixes at the Chinnaswamy.
Absolutely. And I add one more name into that. It's the spin basher of RCB. That captain Rajat
Rajat
Patidar is
Patidar.
one of the players to watch out for. That's where I move on to slowly and steadily. Before that, let's take a look at the strategic timeout section, putting you into the hot seat. And your time starts now. Rajat Patidar or Shreyas Iyer, who do you think will score more runs tomorrow?
Shreyas Iyer. He's
Okay.
going to bounce back,
Liam
I feel.
Okay. Liam Livingston or Glenn Maxwell? Which flop man do you think will create a bigger impact?
That's a great question, actually. And you're putting me on a spot, and just for the wrong reasons. I think Glenn Maxwell, I'll go with Glenn Maxwell against his opposition, like against
Former
his
side.
ex team.
Same goes for both of them, I
Also
think.
Livingston
Liam,
as well, but
exactly.
I would, the big show, Maxwell, I would love to go with him.
Okay. Which wicketkeeper batter do you think will have a bigger impact? Jitesh Sharma or Josh Inglis, your favorite player?
Uh, Josh Inglis, I would love to say. Chinnaswamy track, good batting surface. He might like that surface. So yeah, I'll back Josh Inglis.
Okay. Yas Dayal or Arshdeep Singh? Which left arm seamer do you think will pick more wickets?
A tricky one. Yashdale has been decent so far, and it's pretty. But again, I would like to go with Arshdeep Singh. I think he's due of a big wicket, like a flurry
Okay.
of wickets on a particular day, 3 to 4 wickets. I think he's due of that, and this could be the day.
Yas Dayal or Arshdeep Singh? Okay, this could be the day, possibly according to you, for Arshdeep Singh against a very, very top quality batting heavy side of RCB. Let's take a look at the players to watch out for. Virat Kohli, Rajat Patidar, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar are my three players to watch out for RCB. Similarly, for Punjab, I'm going for Shreyas Iyer, Glenn Maxwell, and Yuzvendra Chahal. Another player who's playing against his former side, Yuzi Chahal. What a spell he bowled against KKR. Any other picks from your end?
Yes, two players. I think one each I'll pick from each team. So Royal Challengers Bangalore. I think Josh Hazelwood has created a very good impact with the ball in hand, and once again I will be backing him. Josh Hazelwood, his very precise line and length bowls, especially around the hard length. Keeps on
Correct.
testing
That
the batter around the
handkerchief
full
length, you
stump
can
line.
somehow say.
Yeah, so I think Hazelwood is one player to watch out for against Punjab Kings. For the Punjab Kings, I think Nehal Vadera, middle order batter, he will be. He might score a lot of runs as well because Chinnaswamy wicket. It's a good wicket. I mean, there are plenty of other names as well, but I think Nehal Vadera, who showed some spark earlier on in
That's a good
the
pick.
tournament, but yeah, the last two matches haven't really been on his side. So yeah, let's see how things unfold.
That's a pretty cool pick, I must tell you. Nihal Vadera, it's a very, very good bat. I like that batter. When he was playing for the Mumbai Indians, he has finished a couple of games for Punjab Kings as well as the impact player. But your players to watch out for picks have been done and dusted. Let's take a look at the top three battles I've gone for. Arshdeep Singh versus Phil Salt is my battle number one, a mouth-watering one out there, starting that is going on since the International T20I series, to be honest. Yuzvendra Chahal versus Rajat Patidar, and my third one being Josh Hazelwood versus Shreyas Iyer. Any other recommendations from your end?
Yeah, I would love to see Virat Kohli versus Yuzi Chahal, how that goes. I mean,
Okay,
Kohli has had his struggles against wrist spinners, isn't it, of late? And Yuzi Chahal back in form. Even Kohli got a 50 recently, so yeah, it'll be a good contest, I believe. Like Kohli, he'll be tested a little bit. Also, Yuzi Chahal, and we might get to see a little bit of banter as well. Like who knows, things. So turning back time. So that is what we can get to say
absolutely.
at the
Turning,
Chinnaswamy.
you can say that, but I think that what do you think when these players return back to stadiums like Chinnaswamy? It was an emotional one when Siraj returned to Chinnaswamy. What's your same thought on when Chahal returns to the Chinnaswamy Stadium?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more of an emotional thing for the fans as well. I like obviously for the players it is, but they are players, and within their mind they have been injected like the coach, the staffs, and the way they have grown, they have matured into cricketers. They tend to move on. Like they have that. Like obviously there is a soft corner. There's a soft corner for these stadiums for what they love. But
Mhm.
again, after all, it's professional cricket, and they have to move on and perform for their own team. So for
Correct.
UC Chahal, it's a special venue. Definitely it is, and he'll look to make it more special with his performances, I feel.
Okay, so he's going to make it even more special with his performance, according to you. I agree somehow with that because he has the experience. He doesn't need the surface much. If it offers a little bit of help, and he will make it through, and he will rattle the middle order just like he did against the Kolkata Knight Riders. But okay, battles are done and dusted. Let's take a look into the predicted playing 11. Punjab Kings playing 11 is out here, and this is what it looks like, Arijit. I'm going with an unchanged 11. It was very, very bold of Ricky Ponting to drop Marcus Stoinis. Your thoughts on that? They've gone with Xavier Bartlett. We all know how good he is in the power play with the new ball. Similarly, Josh Inglis was brought into the side. Lockie Ferguson has been ruled out. Would you be tempted to play Marcus Stoinis in place of Josh Inglis, or would you stick to the 11 that created history?
I would look to stick to the playing 11 that win new matches. I mean, the last game we did see that it was a winning combination, and Stoinis wasn't clearly at his best of his form, and like he was also the we know the finisher Stoinis was given the role that he had the role with Punjab Kings, but it hasn't really turned out well for the PBKS. So I would love to see Josh Inglis. You can't just drop a player after just giving him after one bad innings. So yeah, definitely Josh Inglis is going to play for me, and it should be
Okay,
a same playing 11. I feel.
okay, but I wanted to ask this in terms of the batting point of view. Have they dropped the wrong Aussie because Big Show is not producing runs at all?
Big Show is not producing runs, but again, he's that one guy that like you need. It has to be a gutsy call when you have to drop Maxwell, and he's again that one player who you bang that if he plays 14 games in 2 matches, he might win you all alone, like without minimum effort from others. So he's that sort of player, and he's an X factor player. He might win you matches out of nowhere. Like we all saw what
Is it
happened
that
against
bowling
Afghanistan.
that he's picking wickets with the ball, and he's also a
Yeah,
tremendous fielder?
definitely.
Is that also in consideration?
I think more than fielding, it's also a lot to do with bowling because if you look at the history of Punjab Kings, they used to play with someone called Harpreet Brar along with their primary spinners. So today, now there's no Harpreet Brar, although that's a left-arm orthodox spinner. But now there's a right-arm offie in the form of Glenn Maxwell, who has a knack for picking up wickets, very much like Aiden Markram of Lucknow Super Giants, and he's doing really well. So yeah, you want to have Maxwell and Chahal, and with Maxwell and Chahal again, like Chahal can bowl to the right-handers very well, right? And Glenn Maxwell, the right-arm offie, can be a good matchup to the left-handers. So yeah, a little bit strategic as well, but I think that's a good option, and you have to have Maxwell.
And that could be the plan which was used in the previous game by Shreyas Iyer because he trapped Venkatesh Iyer in front and he was gonna. Okay, fair enough. Let's take a look into the predicted playing 11 of the Royal Challengers Bangalore. RCB's predicted 11 is out here, and this is what it looks like. Same 11. Why change something that is not broken? They have lost a couple of games, that too at home. What do you think they can look into? Can they think about somebody like a Romario Sheffer in place of Liam Livingston, who is not working at all?
Uh, I mean, they can just make it for a change, but I don't think they will be making any sort of changes at the moment because Leo Livingston also scored a 50, right, very recently. And Romario Shepherd is that one guy who can bat 7 or 8. I mean, and bowl, like you can't be fully reliable on his bowling. 2 to 3 was max, yeah. But again, he's got at the Chinnaswamy, you won't really back Romario Shepherd to bowl. And you, when you have already bowlers, they are doing well. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, Yash Dayal, Josh Hazelwood, if required, Rasikdar hasn't been at his best, but again, he
Correct.
can be an impact player option, right? So I think they're going to stick with the same 11.
And nowadays, more Suya Sharma has been used than Rasik Dar, but another very, very good overseas bowler is in the dugout, Nuwan Thusara. If he has to come into the side, it has to be in place of Hoff, otherwise, no chance.
Gutted that Nuwan Tushar is not getting to play again. Like a player of his caliber who can bowl so well in the slog over space, also good with the new ball. Like you can't do anything like because there's Josh Hazelwood who's performing. So whom do you drop if you have to get Nuwan Tushar in,
Correct,
right?
that's what I said, yeah.
So yeah, so I don't see Nuwan Tushara playing at the moment at this point in time. It's going to be Josh Hazelwood and going to be the same bowling lineup. More or less, I think what a similar a slight change if they want to make is that they can bring in Chikara at the lower middle order. A good attacking
In
player,
place of,
good. I think now that can be in the form of an impact player, maybe in place of Devdutt Padikkal. But the question is who plays at number 3? Is it Rajat Patidar?
but then
So
the
I
Patika played
don't
a
see
very
this
good knock in the
team
previous game. So you're sticking to an unchanged
exactly.
11?
I'm sticking to an unchanged 11, but yeah, I'm sticking to an unchanged 11. But I would love
Okay,
to see Swastik Chikara play for RCB in some point in time. Also, Manoj
okay,
Bhandari.
fair enough. Fair enough. So a little bit of innovative names, domestic players are coming in your mind. Just like Delhi Capitals produced somebody like a Karun Nair out of the blue, and what an innings he played in the first
He's a
game against
veteran,
them. Absolutely,
definitely.
absolutely veteran. What a domestic season he had as well. Okay, fair enough. Playing 11 is done and dusted. Let's take a look into the predictions time now, putting Arijit into the hot seat. Predictions time. Match number 34 is RCB versus Punjab Kings. Your thoughts on that, Arijit? Who do you think is going to win the game? What's your percentage?
I think Punjab Kings, I would love to go with 70% and Royal Challengers Bengaluru 30%. And the reason being RCB is playing at home, I mean, just going by the logic, by the pattern, but on paper, they're 50-50 contests. They both sides well poised on paper. And I think they have their own strengths and weaknesses. Two good captains, Shreyas Iyer, Rajat Patidar has been excellent with his captaincy so far. Uh, and also, two very good sides. I think it'll be a contest of RCB's bowling versus Punjab's batting. The
Okay,
Punjab's top order, Priyansh Arya, Shreyas Iyer, Nehal
fair
was
enough.
another informed guy. So,
Fair
and
enough.
RCB's
Punjab have
bowling
a
has
good
been
batting
superb.
order. Even RCB do have, but you're saying RCB's bowling versus Punjab's batting. 70-30 for the visitors, according to you. That's a huge statement just because it's Chinnaswamy Stadium, which has not been a happy hunting
I
ground
mean,
for the home side.
RCB can do RCB, right? They are RCB and
True,
they can be
true, true.
RCB, right? Just going by
Absolutely.
that.
The RCB can do RCB things, and all the viewers must understand what we are trying to say out here. Thank you so much, Aditi. Thank you to all the viewers watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much.